For decades, the US and Canada shared a dependable energy relationship. Canada, the good neighbor providing oil when the US needed it most. But recently, Canada has pivoted. In a surprising move, the country is turning away from its longtime partner, the US, and striking lucrative deals with countries like China and India, leaving the US in a tight spot. Just 3 weeks after Canada redirected oil exports, 11.4 million barrels were cut from the US supply, sending shockwaves through the global energy market. Meanwhile, US gas prices have shot up as refineries are operating at just 71% capacity, down from 89% a month earlier. For Americans, it's like driving through California and watching gas prices rise to $5.25 a gallon. It's a harsh reality when you realize you may not have enough for even a cup of coffee. But it's not just gas. Everything from steel to food is getting more expensive. In Michigan, steel mills are paying 22% more for materials like coke, and prices for vegetables and beef are through the roof. This price surge is creating a real tsunami of inflation. Yet while the US economy is struggling, Canada is signing massive energy deals, especially with China and India. These countries aren't just paying more for oil, they aren't imposing the political conditions that the US often does. Canada's energy strategy has changed. With projects like the Trans Mountain Expansion, TMX, Canada now has the capacity to transport up to 890,000 barrels of oil per day without US involvement. The shift was a direct response to US trade tensions, and Canada has quickly capitalized on it by signing long-term contracts with Asian nations. These contracts are worth 325,000 barrels of oil per day, each lasting for 15 years. The US should be worried. Experts predict that if Canada continues down this path, the US economy could shrink by up to 0.8% by the second quarter of 2025. Major industries from steel to food are vulnerable to rising prices and shortages. Can the US really replace this supply? Canada is now showing its influence in the global energy game, and the US is feeling the consequences. But the energy game isn't just about oil. Canada is also supplying key resources like uranium for clean nuclear reactors, rare minerals for electric vehicles, and clean electricity. This energy combo could make Canada not just a major oil supplier, but a critical player in the transition to a more sustainable future. And what does this mean for the US long-term? Canada's actions signal that the US can no longer take its northern neighbor for granted. Canada, once the US's loyal friend, is now eyeing stronger, more reliable partnerships. Whether in Asia or Europe, if this trend continues, will the US turn to Venezuela or the Middle East for oil, or will Canada remain a critical energy partner? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget like and subscribe for the latest updates on global politics.